Lolelunga Game Ranch is 30,000 hectare private game ranch which is fenced. We've left the river, 12-kilometer stretch of the river which is open.
Most of the species around were actually wiped out. We took out 180 plus snare wires. The other half has added to the 300 plus that we have in our income for snare wire archives.
Ever since we started our initial conservation project in 2020, this place has been very successful in terms of reintroduction of the indigenous species. Also at the same time benefiting the community, whereby it's creating a lot of employment. The same poachers have now become conservationists, anti-poaching scouts, rangers. In 2019 we had employed a total of 26 scouts with a game ranger who have been patrolling the whole 30,000 hectares on a day and night basis.
We started with a lot of poaching incidents, and we have managed to work with the community, and they are working with us, and poaching has gone from every day to almost zero now. We have put agreements in place with the communities. We have increased and put in the road networks to help with fire breaks, anti-poaching, protect the environment, to monitor the species. We have about 4 ex-poachers that are working on our team now, and they are so happy to be receiving a salary, and their mindset has changed to being very protective over their animals, as they call it now.
Another area that we focus on is health of the community. There's about 5 clinics. Quarterly we bring medications and medical supplies. We've done seeds and fertilizer distribution throughout the communities. We are currently building a secondary school. The children in that area, if they wanted to go past grade 9, they would need to walk or ride their bike 20 kilometers to the nearest school.
So wildebeest is about 68.
You got a nice prey spectrum here. Sitatunga?
Yeah. Sitatunga, we've got a head count of about 22, 24.
With the crate,
60.
with the crate is 60. So the caravan can take up maximum cargo weight of 700 kilos.
You look at the historical records, cheetah occurred right throughout Zambia, but numbers have come down to about 100 individuals. And if you look at Zambia, if you fly over Zambia, most of the habitat's still intact, but the prey populations have been totally eradicated. So what you need is people to come in and restore the land. So wonderful work has been put into Lolelunga over the past 10-15 years, restoring wildlife populations, restoring prey populations, restoring ecological balance. The habitat structure has remained intact, but the large mammal component was wiped out in the last 40 years. So in the past 10 years they've restored the large mammal populations, the prey populations, and now the next step is to get the predators in. Because if you don't have predators here, then your prey populations will spiral out of control, which will have knock-on effects for your environment. So yes, we're very grateful to Suhail and the team who've done fantastic work here. So the fact that this is the first fully fenced reserve in Zambia means that we have good prospects for successful reintroduction here. We have 2 beautiful females available in South Africa and 3 young males. And hopefully, if all goes well, we can get them to here as soon as possible, because something needs to regulate the prey populations.
The assessment has been very successful, and we hope that this will become a breeding ground for the cheetahs, whereby we will be able to repopulate the whole of Zambia in conjunction with the Department of National Parks and Wildlife and Ministry of Tourism. We have had a lot of support, of course, from our government as well, as this brings a hidden gem of Zambia back on the map. We look forward to the partnership that we have with Meta Population, and really looking forward to, in excitement, on the reintroduction of the cheetahs in Lolelunga safaris in our next phase.
Never before in Zambia's history have we ever had a successful cheetah reintroduction. if we can get it right here at Lolelunga, then we can share the recipe with all the other protected areas of Zambia. So hopefully Lolelunga is the beginning of cheetah success in Zambia. We're going to be totally reliant on good anti-poaching and good snaring removal. And thank you very much for everything that you've done here for wildlife at Lolelunga. We know that long ago there were only cattle, sheep and goats here, and now all the animals are back, and cheetahs are just the next step of the story.